Hi guys, and welcome back to another Snapshot update. Today is 18W15A, and as you can see, this is going to be one of the best snapshots so far. You can see now we've had dolphins added to the game, and these things are absolutely adorable. They are so cute, and the new sounds that go with them are absolutely adorable. Let's actually turn up the volume. Let's maybe turn the music off so we can hear that. See if you can hear these guys when they make some noise. Okay, let's put friendly creatures on full. Maybe that'll be a little bit louder. These guys are absolutely adorable. I love them. Now we do have quite a few here that have spawned in, and they seem to spawn in groups. And I found these guys just as soon as I jumped in the water. Now they do spawn in all oceans except the frozen oceans, so it doesn't matter if it's the warm ocean or the normal ocean, deep or shallow, they will spawn as long as it's not a frozen one. Now these are just adorable. So they're very playful. Apparently they love floating items, so if we get... let's just grab some things here and throw these out into the water and see what happens. There we go, we have them chasing. They seem to be jumping around the floating items here. Hey, that's pretty cool. They seem to be jumping around the items and pushing them back down. Oh, that's pretty cool. So they push the floating items around so they can't just sit there. And they're all kind of gathering around this one flower. Oh, it looks like they can pick them up. Did he? That one just picked up one of the flowers. That's really cool. So another thing about these guys is apparently they love to chase after boats. So let's get in a boat here and just see if we can get a few of them to follow us. Just go into F5 mode so we can see a little bit better. Try not to shift. Let's see if we can get these guys up following us. Now I'm not sure how close you actually have to be to get them following you. Let's just get right above these guys, see if we can get them with us. Okay, this guy has started, now he's following me around and he is flying around here. Oh, we flew quite far away then. It's the second one now. Once they got up close enough, they started to jump over the boat, chasing a little bit. There we go. So that's really cool. So they seem to be just following me. Sometimes they do seem to jump a bit far away and then they get out of range and don't really see as much. But these guys are really, really playful. Now, the next thing with these guys is that if you upset one, you upset them all. So, you know what we need to do now. We need to get a sword. And we need to test this out. So let's get into survival mode. And let's get our sword out. So let's get down. Let's get out of F5 mode. And get ready to die. So, there's one. Are they going to attack me? No. Oh! That's just me drowning. They all seem to be kind of going a bit crazy. So they do drop, they just drop fish when they die. They don't seem to be attacking, it just seems like they're trying to get away from me more than anything. The drowned dude is trying to follow me. Okay, so they don't attack, but they will run away from you if you attack them. They won't come near, they won't want to play anymore. They will just try and do their best to stay away from you. So the next change for the snapshot has been the watercolours. So as you can see here now, we can actually see multiple colours in the water, which actually are the layout of the biomes. So if we press F3, you can see here we have our deep, lukewarm ocean. I did fly past just a warm ocean where the coral spawns, and that is a similar colour, just even lighter than this. So then it's a nice turquoisey colour. If we fly out here where it goes a little bit darker, this is our cold ocean. And obviously over here, this is our deep cold ocean. So I've noticed that the cold ocean and deep cold ocean don't change colour, and the same with the lukewarm and deep lukewarm. It is just the actual biome changes. So we've got frozen ocean here, and obviously that's not really a colour change because that is the ice. Now, these things are supposed to have icebergs spawned on them, but this one hasn't got any spawn so far. So I'm going to have a quick fly around and see if I can find another one with icebergs on. Right. So there's no icebergs to be found. I can't seem to find them at the minute. So I'm guessing they're kind of a bit more rare of a biome. So maybe it will take a little bit of searching. I've been searching for about 20 minutes now and I've not found one. But I have just found the swamp. And as you can see, the colour changes here for the biome. You can see we've got this horrible greeny kind of colour in the water here. Where the swamp biome is. So that looks a little bit more disgusting than the nice ocean colour, but you can actually see the layout of the swamp water. So now we move on to the new items in the game. Now this snapshot has added 4 new items. There is the Conduit, Blue Ice, Heart of the Sea, and the Nautilus Shell. Now, I've been looking at these things, and I have no idea what these things do. So, we'll just start with the Blue Ice first. Now, since I can't find the icebergs, I'm guessing that these are what the icebergs are made of. If we put it next to our normal packed ice there, you can see it has a texture difference, as well as the slightly darker colour there. And it would be nice to see these out in the ocean, but guessing by looking around the oceans so far on 2 different seeds, I'm guessing they're going to be a lot rarer. Probably kind of like the Icebergs are quite rare on the map. It's difficult to find. It's probably going to be the same kind of idea as that. So the next thing I want to test with these things is running on it. So let's place it right. So we all know when we run on packed ice, it's slippy. So this seems to kind of have the same effect as the packed ice. There doesn't seem to feel any difference in the running of it. So it's the same idea. So it's just a texture and a colour change with the blue ice. So the next thing we've got is Heart of the Sea. Now, when I looked on the recipes, I couldn't find anything with this, but when you put it into your inventory, it does give you the message in the top right corner saying new recipes unlocked. So just place down a crafting table. See what we can do. So we can have conduits. There we go. So the conduit here, as you can see, is made from the Heart of the Sea and the Nautilus Shell. Now, I'm not quite sure how we get these in game yet. There is no information on the snapshot on that, so I'm guessing these might be from killing things or treasure rewards from all the new underwater treasures. Maybe they spawn naturally. We will find out that in the future. There isn't much information on that, but these are now used to make the conduit, which we have here. Now, there is no information on this. The conduit on the snapshot, they basically just put a lot of question marks. I'm not sure what this is. What is it? Where are we? Now, I've been looking at this, and when we place it, it gives us a water source. And it stays in one spot. So I don't know whether this is to hold our water in one specific spot. As you can see, if we destroy the conduit, the water source stays there, but starts to flow. We place it over here, you can see a little bit better, it then flows outwards. Now, usually with a conduit, it's usually a pathway to something, like in modded, we use conduits for transferring items from one place to another. So maybe this will be able to be implemented into something redstone. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll have to have some playing around with this. I have tried to see if we can make a pathway. It doesn't actually join together if you put them on top of each other. They all stay separate, but it is a nice way to have a water source, and because these things are stackable, that now gives you a stackable water source I'm not sure if you break these in survival. Shall we see what happens with that? Game mode, survival. So what happens when we break this thing in survival? I could use a pickaxe first. Okay. How do we break this thing? So we can't break it with a pickaxe. Oh, there we go. We can break it with a pickaxe. There we go. So we break it with the pickaxe, we get the conduit back, and we place it with another water. So these are actually infinite water sources. That's awesome. So we can place that, break it. It does take a while to break. But that breaks. We pick up the item and get our water source back. So that is pretty cool. So that is the 4 new items. So we've got the blue ice, the conduits, the Nautilus Shell, and the Heart of the Sea. So the next thing, if we head out here into the ocean, is just a little video settings options. So if we open up our options and go to video settings, we have a new biome blend option here, which we can change. Now if we put this down to the off position, this is a good place for us to see it, where we have the swamp biome. So you can see now the outline of the biomes is very perfect. It's a perfect outline of the blocks, which blocks are in which biome. But if we go back into the video settings, move this up to 5x5, you can see it kind of fades in and out. And if we put it up to the maximum, 15x15, you know, it's even more of a natural fade in and out, which looks pretty cool, and gives you that nice easy blend from one biome to the next. So the next thing that has been changed is the fact that they've took this night vision effect we had off. Now we all know that when we went into water it starts very dark and it slowly gets lighter, but for the last few snapshots it's been very easy to see, as if you've taken a night vision potion, and they've removed that, so we still have the dark murky water, although it is easier to see than it originally was before they started all the updates. But that night vision effect has now been removed. Now the next thing is swimming. So we used to be able to swim through 1x1 holes. Let's get into survival mode. And then that was removed, but they've added the option now, when we use the control and we can swim, we can actually swim through these 1x1 holes again. So obviously we can't walk through it, but if we want to swim through quickly before we drown, we can now fit through those 1x1 holes again. But that is all I've got time for today, guys. So that is everything on this snapshot. Now it was quite a large snapshot, so hopefully I haven't missed anything, but I will put the link to the snapshot information from the website in the description below. And I'm going to start having a play around with some of these new items. If I find anything new, I will do another video and add on the extra things, so keep an eye on the channel for any updates on that. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you did like the video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys next time.